have you done much plein air painting?
I have, yes. I had a workshop with the Kamloops Art Council that was unfortunately canceled due to low registration, but I enjoy painting out in nature and being outside when I'm creating art. I have not done a lot of plein air painting in the winter because I don't like being outside in winter, but this will be a fun experience.
So what's going to end up happening is that the weather isn't super great today. It looks like there's a little rain and a little snow. So we're going to have to be kind of quick about it, I think. Maybe some quick sketches once we find what it is that we're looking for, and maybe a watercolor. I've painted outside in the winter before, but you got to keep it short or else you get too cold. Your body starts to freeze up, your hands start to get cold, and sometimes even your paint will freeze. A lot of the time I'll rely on the camera, as in the summer you can just lounge around on a beach and paint all day, but the winter's a little different that way. Hope, when you're painting, what is your process? Do you like to sketch or do you like to take photographs? What is it that inspires you the most?
I do both. I take photographs of places or people or things, and I also enjoy sketching when I'm out in nature and then adding watercolor to it, as it takes less time to dry and I can transport it easily. And I enjoy taking it back to my little home studio and creating another work of art from that.
I totally understand that process. I think that artists have been doing that ever since artists have been making art. The camera's been heavily used probably for the past 100 years, though sketching and small plein air sketches I think are the norm in terms of looking at the world and feeling the art. It's not a matter of just pulling a photograph off the internet and copying it. We want to actually get out there and see what's going on. And I think it's important to make that connection with the world around us, regardless if it's summer or winter. We got to be there. And when you have that connection, I think the art is a lot better than just making an image. You're actually telling a story. There's this passage of time that happens as the seasons change, and every year it's a little bit different. You get, the snow is different, like from year to year, and there's warming trends, there's cooling trends, there's floods, and it's neat being able to record that in a creative history. Yeah, bump. Okay, and then you get into this area and it just opens up, right?
Nice.
It's so light because of all the reflective quality between the white of the sky and the white of the snow. Everything's just, it feels really bright despite the fact that we've got low-lying snow.
I really like the mountains off in the distance there when they all come together.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Cold Creek Road we're going up right now.
Okay.
Look at this, how nice, eh? Wow, I love it. Got a bit of blue coming out right over there, and you can see the landscape, how it's going up that way. And then we've got this mountain over here, pretty gorgeous. We have lots of things we can work on today. it. It's all in the eye of the beholder, right? You know, we have 4 seasons, and I think it's really cool to be able to catch and understand the beauty of all 4 seasons. So I took a bunch of these ones out. That's good. Just with this, you know, you've got this real nice back and forth. That's didn't you?
I did, more of the whole.
We do the sketching and the painting beforehand is because when the photograph lies and our eyes are much better. So when we're looking at the photograph as opposed to the sketch, your sketch will capture all these trees and all this information, but in the photograph you can't see them. So you can get some things from the photograph, but not everything.
It's great to have both.
You need both. Yeah, or else you're just painting something flat.
When I was sketching, I was more inspired about the actual landscape when I was there, and using the photograph for reference was extremely helpful. My painting is quite similar to my sketch. I was working from the second location that we went to. It's not quite true to the colors that we saw today. It's more blue and yellow and white, a very happy kind of tone to it, which I quite like. And I like how the trees are in the foreground and in the middle here to catch your eye. I began by putting down my layers of the slopes here, and then I added more and more paint so that it's actually quite a thick layer of paint for texture and to move the eye around the painting. Winter paintings that I create may be more challenging because I have to put more creative license and energy into my paintings to bring out the colors that I would normally use. Being in nature definitely drives my creative tendencies, and I enjoy landscape and animals. That's something that really shows up in my paintings. The most challenging part was the weather and the wintry season. It was quite cold to be outside for an extended period of time. So even though it's cold, the landscape is different than it is in the other seasons, and I would like to see the other colors and action going on in the area. Overall, it was awesome and I quite enjoyed it.
The creative experience varies from season to season. Sometimes it's sunny and warm and it's easy to lay on a beach and do a gorgeous plein air painting. Sometimes it's not so easy. Of course, the tendency is just to flip open the internet and have a look and grab a picture from there. But that's not necessarily the best experience. Sometimes it's good to just get out there, take a drive, and find the beauty in all 4 seasons. Canada is a wonderful place to live, and we are blessed with the the change of seasons from summer, spring, winter, fall. Today we had a really great day driving around, looking at the beautiful scenery, and it is a high contrast with the black and white winter scenes. Even the sky was gray, but that doesn't stop the artistic creativity from flowing through. Artists can take what we see in nature and transcribe it through our creative filters, making a beautiful piece of art. I'm Karla Pearce, and thanks for watching.